Welcome back to Dmac Mad Gaming. I'm your host Dmac, and here we believe gaming is a lifestyle, not a hobby. Welcome back, guys. Sorry I uploaded in a couple of days. I caught the flu, guys. Yes, I caught the flu, and I felt horrible for the last 3 to 4 days, and that's why I haven't uploaded. The Mads Gamer had some family issues he had to deal with. That's the reason why he wasn't uploaded. But we have got all of that dealt with. I'm feeling a lot better. So we're gonna be uploading 3 to 4 videos in the next couple of days. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. And if you are, make sure the notification bell is on so you get notified when we upload the next couple of videos. I'm sure you guys are gonna love it. But today we're gonna be talking about Sony and why Sony is not participating in E3 2019. Now everyone's got their speculation. Everyone's talking about the reasons why. Some people feel like they're not participating in E3 2019 because they're working on the PlayStation 5. Some people feel like they're not participating in E3 2019 because they're trying to be like Nintendo and kind of stray away from it because it's not lucrative anymore. It's not beneficial for companies like Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony to put on these big E3 events because it's really not beneficial to them. It's not making them any really more money at all. And then you have those people that's thinking that E3 is not worth it anymore. It's not beneficial. It does not bring in a lot of revenue anymore. It's just a waste of time and effort and resources. So I decided to make a video on that and talk about them three things. Talk about why I feel like E3 is still important and it's still relevant and it's still lucrative. The E3 events are still lucrative no matter which way you look at it. And I'm going to tell you why in this video. I'm going to tell you why, even though working on a new console may take a lot of time, resources, and effort, that's not the only reason why Sony is not participating in E3 2019. And why they're wrong about E3 not really being relevant anymore in the new modern age where we get information straight from the companies themselves. There's no need to go to E3 anymore or watch E3 anymore because we get all the information throughout the whole year in the first place. It's still relevant. It's still important, and I'm talking about all that in this video today. So let's get started. So first thing, let's talk about how E3 is still relevant. The reason why E3 is still relevant because not only is the event for us, the gaming community, it allows us, the community, to interact with the things that these companies are working on. They give demos out that we can try. We talk to the developers and ask them questions and get information about these games. Being at the E3 events are very important, and it's very lucrative for these companies to continue doing it. I don't care what you say. And then everyone throws the same answer at me all the time. When Nintendo don't do it anymore, they decided it wasn't lucrative anymore to do E3 presentations. The reason why Nintendo stopped doing E3s is because they couldn't compete with Microsoft and Sony. Let's just be real here. Until the Nintendo Switch came along, Nintendo has never tried to compete with Microsoft and Sony. They have said it many times throughout the years with a lot of their announcements. We're not competing with Microsoft or Sony. We're doing our own thing. We're doing something different. So they were doing something different. They were not trying to compete on that level. So there's no reason why for them to do E3 events because they wasn't trying to compete for our time and money. But now that the Nintendo Switch is doing well and they're getting a lot of third party support, they're gonna have to start doing E3 events. They're gonna have to because it's the one event out of the year that us, the gamers, get to get our hands on what these developers are working on, what these game companies are trying to create for us in the next 2 to 3 years. It allows us to know what they're working on, what's coming out, what they're thinking about working on next. It gives us an insight into the gaming industry. And E3 is very important and very lucrative and relevant. So I don't think E3 is going away because now we get leaks throughout the year. Let me explain something to you guys. I hope you understand. Just because you get leaks throughout the year about what they're going to be talking about at E3 this year doesn't mean that being there at E3 and watching it at home are the same. You get the same experience. It's not. I mean, the reason why Sony's not doing E3 2019 is because look at the E3 they had this year. They showed 4 games. 4 games that we already knew about. They showed us gameplay. That's what they're working on. That's what they're focusing their money and resources on right now. That's what they let us. They showed us that at E3 this year. We got to get our hands on it, things like that. I don't think Sony has anything else, nothing else in the works besides the PlayStation 5 that they're working on. And because they're still working on it, they're not ready to reveal that yet. And if they did, they would piss off all the fans that bought the PlayStation 4 Pro. So if they ain't got no new IPs to show, why put all that money and resources in an event when they got nothing new to show? I think that's the reason why they're not participating in E3 2019. Because right now, they're focusing on those games that they're still working on. The Last of Us Part 2, a couple other games that I can't think of their names right now. Still getting over a really bad cold. But a couple games that they're still working on that we haven't got released yet. And they're working on the PlayStation 5. And I mean, we already know what they're working on. There's no need for them to go to E3 this year and put on a presentation for E3 this year because we already know what they're working on, and they haven't got any further than they did at this E3. So what's the sense of coming to E3? I think so. It's not because they work on the PlayStation 5. It's because it's because they putting their resources into working on the PlayStation 5 and working on help develop these games that we heard about. That they ain't got nothing else to show. So that's the reason why they may not participate in E3 this year. Because they have nothing else to show. I mean, that's the only logical thing I can think of. I'd like to know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think that they are thinking about doing what Nintendo did and stop doing E3 events? That would be insane. That would hurt them in the long run. Because no matter what you guys think, if you've ever been to an E3 event, you get a whole different experience than you would at home watching it. And I'm sure everyone understands that. That's just common sense. Being at an event is totally different from watching an event from home. And that's why E3s are going to still happen each year because of the turnout that they get each year. They got more this year than they had last year. It's still relevant. It's still important. And organizations like Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo know it. Nintendo going to have to start soon getting back into the arena at E3 because they're trying to compete now with Sony and Microsoft. I mean, that's just the way it goes. And for everyone to be talking about how it's not lucrative anymore, it's not relevant, don't know what they're talking about. It blows my mind about this. And then this whole thoughts about how the reason why they're not participating is because they're putting all their resources and energy into PlayStation 5. They've been working on PlayStation 5 a couple years ago. I'm going to tell you that right now. They've been working on it for a couple years now. They've been working on it longer than they have told us about it. Let's just put it like that. They've been working on this, and they're trying to continue working on the development of it. And if they're working on the development, they're putting a lot of time and resources into that, and they got no new IPs to show, why do an E3 event? Why waste all that money on an event when you're going to put together some shit that no one's going to want to see or hear about, like mobile games, on the E3 stage and think we're going to elect that? Come on. I'm sorry, guys. I know some of you guys out there in my community like mobile games. I'm not a big fan of mobile games. I play a couple mobile games when I'm bored out on my phone, but I'm not a big mobile game fan. I don't buy mobile game microtransactions. I never play mobile games for no more than maybe 30, 40 minutes at out of I don't play a lot. Let's just put it like this. I don't play a lot of mobile games, and I don't feel like playing mobile games. It's really a great game experience for me. Not saying that those who do play mobile games don't feel like it's a gaming experience. But for me, I don't feel like it's a full gaming experience to play mobile games. And E3 is about the gaming experience. And putting on a mobile game on the big screen at E3 is like putting your vacation pictures on at a movie theater, in my opinion. So that's why I don't think that Microsoft mad Sony not being E3 this year because they can focus more on what they're doing and what they need to do because Sony doesn't have nothing to show. That's why Microsoft said they're going to be there, and Sony said they're not going to be there. And what they said was because they got other things they're working on, and they don't want to show up at E3 with something that gamers don't want to hear. Basically, what they were saying is we don't have nothing new to show, so we're not going to participate in E3 this year. And to me, that's being honest with the gaming community. That's being transparent, and I think that that's cool. If you ain't got nothing new to tell us, don't spend all the money out there. Don't spend all that money to go to that event and have nothing for us to try out or hear about or ask about. It's just a waste of money, time, and effort on their part and our part as well. So I think it's good that they're not going to be doing nothing for E3, but I still don't think that they're going to stop doing E3s altogether. That's just absurd. So let's break everything down for you guys. They're not participating in E3 this year because they have nothing to show. Not because they're working on the PlayStation 5. They're not participating in E3 this year because they have nothing to show, and they're putting all their resources into finishing what they already showed us. The Last of Us Part 2 and a couple other games. And they're also working on the PlayStation 5. There's more to it than just the PlayStation 5. I hate when people try to make it about one specific thing. It's a group of things, the reason why they're not going to be at E3. And no, E3 is still relevant, and Sony's going to continue doing E3s. They're just not doing it this year. But I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for staying to the end of the video. I love y'all's support. Y'all always been there for me. And I just thank you for watching my content. Make sure the like button helps out the channel. Make sure you share it. This also helps out. And if you want to see more content from me, your boy Dmac, hit that subscribe button, notification bell to know if I upload more.